Welcome to the In English Coffee Office. Today is Saturday, February 7, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Morning, Alex. Please tell me this machine is actually working today.
Good morning, David. It is working, but it is making that weird grinding noise again.
As long as it dispenses caffeine, I do not care if it sounds like a jet engine.
Fair point. You look like you need a double shot.
You have no idea. I was up late reading about that new kitchen gadget on CNN.
Oh, are you talking about the Chef GPT launch?
Yes, the Samsung and OpenAI collaboration. It is absolutely wild.
I saw the headline. A fully autonomous robotic sous chef for the home kitchen.
Exactly. It does not just chop vegetables, it actually cooks the whole meal.
It sounds impressive. But did you see the price tag?
Yeah, $4,500. It is steep, I know.
Steep? David, that is the price of a used car?
But think about the time saved. It connects to your smart fridge and plans meals.
I suppose. But the article said it requires a monthly subscription for the recipes.
Just $30 a month. That is less than I spend on takeout in 1 week.
That is a valid ROI calculation, I guess. Typical sales logic?
Hey, I look at the bottom line. Plus it handles the cleanup.
Now, that is the feature that might actually sell me on it.
Right? No more scrubbing pans after a long day closing deals.
I am just worried about the safety protocols. It uses real knives, right?
Yeah, but the sensors are top tier. It has 360-degree vision.
I do not know. Having a robot wielding a chef's knife in my kitchen feels risky.
You project managers always focus on the risks. Look at the opportunities.
It is my job to look at risks. And what happens if the internet goes down?
Then you order pizza. But seriously, it learns your taste preferences over time.
That part is fascinating. The machine learning aspect is really advanced.
It is the future, Alex. By 2030, cooking will be a hobby, not a chore.
Maybe. But I actually enjoy cooking. It is therapeutic.
You can still cook. The robot just handles the boring stuff like chopping onions.
I guess avoiding tears while chopping onions is a plus.
See? I am selling you on it already.
You could sell ice to a polar bear, David.
Speaking of ice and polar bears, did you catch that WSJ piece yesterday?
The one about the Arctic shipping routes?
Yeah, the Arctic route opens. Crazy stuff.
It is a very complex situation. Global shipping costs dropping by 15% is huge.
It is massive for our logistics. We can get products to Europe way faster.
True. The route is 40% shorter than going through the Suez Canal.
My clients are going to love the reduced lead times.
But David, you realize why the road is open, right?
Because the ice retreated. I know climate change.
It is a bit dystopian. We are celebrating economic efficiency caused by an environmental crisis.
I get that, really. But from a business perspective, we have to adapt.
I know. The article mentioned that Russia and China are heavily investing in the infrastructure there.
That is going to change the geopolitical landscape for sure.
Definitely. It shifts the center of gravity for global trade logistics.
I just hope the insurance premiums do not eat up the savings.
They might. Navigating through ice floes is still dangerous for standard vessels.
The article said they are using new ice-breaking container ships.
Yes, but the environmental risk of an oil spill up there is catastrophic.
You are such a buzzkill, Alex. I am thinking about my Q2 bonuses.
And I am thinking about the planet my nieces will inherit.
Fair enough. But 15% cheaper shipping is hard to ignore.
It is the reality we live in. We have to balance profit with sustainability.
Well, if we save money on shipping, maybe we can invest in green tech.
That would be the ideal scenario. Let's hope the board sees it that way.
Speaking of the board and education, did you see the NYT article on Monday?
The one about Harvard?
Yeah, Harvard dropped SATs permanently.
That is a historic shift. The end of standardized testing in the Ivy League.
I wish they had done that when I was applying to college 20 years ago.
I actually think it makes the admission process more complicated.
How so? I hated those tests. They were just about memorization.
True, but they provided a standard metric. Now it is all subjective.
The article said they are focusing on portfolios and interviews.
Exactly. Which favors students who have the resources to build those portfolios.
I thought the goal was to improve equity and diversity.
That is the intention. But without a test score, how do you compare candidates?
Maybe they look at the person, not just the number.
It sounds nice in theory, but the logistical burden on admissions officers is huge.
They said other Ivy League schools are likely to follow suit by 2027.
It changes the whole high school experience. The pressure shifts elsewhere.
Yeah. Now kids have to start nonprofits at age 16 to get in.
Precisely. It turns their teenage years into a branding exercise.
Man, I'm glad my kids are still in elementary school.
You have a few years to figure it out. Maybe the system will settle by then.
Or maybe I will just buy them that Chef GPT robot and they can open a restaurant.
There is a career path. Culinary arts are not dying out yet.
Unless the robots take that over too.
We will always need humans for the creative part, David.
I hope so. I am not ready to be replaced by a sales bot.
A sales bot would probably listen more and talk less.
Ouch, that was cold, Alex. Colder than the Arctic route.
I am just teasing. You know we value your verbal enthusiasm.
I will take that as a compliment. Anyway, is the coffee done?
It looks like it, and it actually smells decent today.
Miracle of miracles, I need this fuel.
Do you have the weekly sync with the marketing team this morning?
Yeah, at 10. I need to prep the slides for the new product launch.
Good luck with that. Make sure you mention the logistics update.
I will. The 15% saving is my headline.
Just do not forget to mention the environmental context.
I will put it in the footnotes, just for you.
You are too kind. I have a risk assessment meeting in 5 minutes.
Sounds thrilling. Try not to scare everyone too much.
I will try to keep the doom and gloom to a minimum.
All right, catch you at lunch. There is that new sandwich place.
Sounds like a plan. See you later, David.
Later, Alex. Let's crush it today.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.